Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial. I'm Dami of 𝐓𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. Today we're learning how to make this cut together with sleeve, top and asymmetric hemline. So if this is what you like to learn, please stick to the end of the tutorial. I'll be taking you through the step-by-step process on how to draft it and also how to sew this beautiful top. Here is the result of what I got in the tutorial, so please stick to the end of the tutorial. Don't forget to comment, like and also share the video. If you are joining us for the first time today, thank you for joining us, and don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. For our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you'd like to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. If you have any request tutorial, you can always drop them in the community and I will try to attend to your tutorial request. So thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. Alright, so for the drafting of the top with asymmetric hemline, I've gone ahead to mark out the line. So we have the shoulder line, the chest line, the waistline, and also the length of the top. So on your shoulder line now, you mark your shoulder measurement, but it's a top cut together with sleeve top. So we are going to make extension and mark out our sleeve length, which is 5 inches. I added to my shoulder measurement and also mark the same thing on the chest line. You go ahead to connect it together. Then on the shoulder line, you step down by 1 and connect to 3 inches neck width for your shoulder slope. So once you do that now, okay, here I extended the chest line to meet it. So now it's a loose top. On the bust measurement, I divided the bust by 4 and added 2 inches is, and also on the waist divided by 4, 2 inches is, and also the hip line divided by 4 and 2 inches hip. So you just extend the lines out now and connect the points together. So to connect the chest line to the bust line now, you are going to use the curve part of your ruler. So this part now, I extended my sleeve by 5 inches. I later increased it to 7 inches so that this curve will pop out more and it will be more relaxed. So on the waist, on the hip line now, I step up by 1.5 to make a curve on the hemline so that it will not be straight like this. So now for the neck width now, we are going to be using the neck width of 3.5 and the depth of 1. This is the back bodies that we are drafting first, so you are going to be marking this like this. So once you're able to achieve this now, then you can go ahead to cut out your patterns. Once you are done cutting out the back pattern now, you are going to be taking 2 pattern papers together to draft the front. It has asymmetric effects on the hemline, so you are going to be placing the 2 pattern papers together and you go ahead to pin it down in order for you to stay aligned together. So once you are done with that now, then you go ahead now to place the front. So now it has an overlap in the front, so we are going to be using 2.5 inches for the front overlap. So on the center front of the 2 pattern papers now, I will go ahead to mark 2.5 inches down to the hem. If at this point you are here to subscribe to my channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. And also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment and also share the video. Thank you. So let's continue with the tutorial. So now the front part that we rule out now, the 2.5, is going to be for the overlap. So you are going to be placing your back center back now on the overlap line. So it is going to be starting from the overlap line. Then you go ahead to pin it also together as seen like this. So now then you are going to be coming to the hem of the front now. You step down by 5 or 6 inches depending on how long you want the symmetric effect to be. So I use 5 inches in my case. Then I'm going to be rolling the line out like this. So from the side back now on the hemline, I'm going to be connecting it to that overlap part in the center front. So you connect it as seen like this. It's asymmetric in the front. We are just going to cut the same thing for the 2 pattern papers. Then when we are going to be separating each one of them. So once you're able to get this now, you go ahead to cut out the front patterns also. If there is any trended designs that you want me to illustrate, so you can always drop it in the community and I will try to attend to all of your requests, or you send it to me directly on my WhatsApp. Once you're done with the hemline now, we go ahead to mark out the neckline. So we'll be using the neck depth of 7 inches for the front neck. This is me marking out the front neck, like it has a V shape there. So you mark from the neck width to the center front before the overlap with a straight rule. Then from the overlap across, now you're going to be using a slight curve side of your ruler. It was after I removed the back that I noticed that I marked the neckline on the back line. So now we just go ahead to do the same thing I explained on the front pattern. Then you can go ahead to cut out the neckline as seen like this. After cutting out the neckline now, then we are going to be separating the two pieces we have for the front, and don't forget to notch the part that we have the overlap in the front so that you know how much to place on it because of the one that is not marked out. So now we are going to go back to our design now to see which part has the asymmetric effect. So looking at the picture now, we see the side that is going to be having the asymmetric, the longer side and the shorter side. So for the shorter side now, from the hem line, we are going to be stepping up by 2.5 inches. On the hemline, you step up by 2.5 inches. Then you are going to be connecting it to the side front like this on the hemline. So you are going to be connecting it. Then you go and you go ahead to cut off the excess we have for that part. So that is going to be for the shorter part now. Then the other side is going to be for the longer part. You can see the asymmetric effect already showing in the pattern like this. So once you're able to achieve the front and the back, now you go ahead to cut it out on your fabric. So here I use about 2 yards of crepe fabric. I will not be using lining because it is quite thick, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it out on my fabric. Okay, so I've gone ahead to cut out on the fabric. So I also cut facing for each one of them. So this is the back now. You are going to open it to the right side. You place the facing on the right side of it. Then you're going to be turning the neckline by 1/2 inch. And also I cut facing for the hem line, also will be turning by 1/2 inch. For the front, for each side of the front, I've also gone ahead to cut the facing. So the facing I cut is going to be from the hem line through the center front to the neckline as seen like this. So I did the same thing for the other side. So I'm going to take this to my sewing machine to stitch down together and also give a good press. This is what it looks like after turning with the facing. This is the front, and also I pressed the facing down with Emmy gum. So we are going to be joining together on the shoulder by 0.5 inch allowance on the shoulder line. Then we are going to be finishing the sleeve area with facing also. So I'll go ahead to do. So this is the outcome of the sleeve. It's looking neat. Then the last thing we are going to be doing now is to be stitching it together on the side. So this top is a free top, so putting the belt is optional. But if you want to put the belt now, you place it on your waistline in between the fabric. Then you are going to be pinning it down on both sides. Then you stitch down by 1 inch, and you repeat the same thing also for the other side. So when you are sewing, you make sure that all of the side aligns together and they are equal so that it will not be longer on one side. So you just go ahead to stitch it together. This is what it looks like after joining together. So the inside now, you just go ahead to weave the inside to have a clean finishing on the inside. Then you place the front together like this. Don't forget we are overlapping it by 2.5 inches. So on the overlap side now, you are going to be fixing press buttons to hold down the overlap. Then there's going to be like a false button on the outside, so you can use any designer button of your choice. So thank you for joining us in our class today. I hope you're able to learn something new. We'll see you in the next class.